Hey folks, welcome to our playthrough of the Draw Steel playtest packet. When last we left our heroes, they were fighting their way down a collapsing inn, trying to save civilians from demons before the entire structure comes down. At the end of round 3, their floor gave way. 2 of them chose to take the brunt of the fall to save a civilian and medical supplies respectively, while the Devil's Shadow gracefully flew down and proceeded to cut through 3 bestial demons who had been chasing civilians trying to escape. Due to the selfless actions of Silver and Slayer, I am awarding the group a Hope token, which any player can consume during their turn to regain stamina equal to their recovery value. Using a Hope token is not an action or a maneuver, and it does not spend a recovery. Now, this mechanic of Hope tokens is so that directors are free to reward players or the group at their discretion. Most often, they are given as the additional reward on the success of a test. And Hope tokens disappear at the end of the session, unless otherwise specified, so don't try to hoard them. We move now to round 4, where I gain 10 villain points. The entire group has a Hope token, because in the moment where the floor collapsed, Slayer chose to die for the supplies, taking 2 Banes to the roll, and Silver wrapped a civilian to protect themselves who surely would have perished and died. As they fell through the air, they managed to move slightly towards the center of the inn and therefore landed in relative safety, though I believe they took damage and are prone.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it is now I marked a literal token as the Hope token,
Awesome.
which
That's really pretty.
is at the center of the board. You can choose to spend it to heal yourself. And it is the beginning of round 4. Heroes have the initiative. Who is going to go first?
Can I go first?
Okay, yeah, sure. Yeah, you've been waiting for this, dude. Let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
A whole week.
No,
Do it.
10 days.
So,
Planning.
I'm going to start by gaining 1 insight because it's my turn.
I believe it's 2.
2 insight.
Yes.
Insight. Let me remind myself how to play this
You
game.
gain 1 additional insight when you get a tier 3 result on an attack. But normally you get 2 on your turn. Or possibly it's the beginning of the round.
No. At the start of your combat encounter, you gain 2 insights on the start of the... Alright, so 5.
So for instance, Stone, even though they're not taking their turn, conduits gain piety at the start of each round of combat. Furies are also like this. So Stone is now at 5 piety, even if they might not get their turn for quite a while in the initiative.
Alright, so I'm going to spend 3 of those 5,
Okay.
going down to 2, to use Blade Dance.
Okay.
So I'm going to, after dispatching those demons, I'm going to look at the pitlings that are threatening Stone, and I'm going to gracefully move 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, doing that shape. And
Okay.
you move up to your speed, and that movement doesn't provoke opportunity attacks. You can
Correct.
make a power roll against each enemy who becomes adjacent to you during the move. So,
What?
tell me how you are going to rule this, because there is a ruling that I could get multiple attacks against the same guy, or I could just get 1 attack against each. Because says you can make a power roll against each enemy who becomes adjacent during the move.
I'm gonna say it's once for each enemy.
Right. Yeah,
Because
I was
otherwise you could do it against a single enemy and just go
and
back. Yeah.
yeah, it would be too powerful. Maybe for the feedback, clarification there, it would be nice. So make things easier. So I'm going to make a power 5 attacks. So the first one is and this is with my agility, right?
Correct. 2d10 plus your agility.
So the first one is a 10, so 5 damage. To
Okay.
any of them.
Yeah. So you've done 5.
The second one is that's a second tier, so 6 damage. The third one, that's a third tier, so 9 damage.
So you've already done 20 damage?
You counting?
No. Stop rolling. How do you dispatch all 5 of these pitlings as you dash through?
I'm just going to go down gracefully and just start slashing and doing some twirling. And yeah, between wings and tail and horns and blades and everyone is dead.
So,
I love it. Everyone is dead. That's
in a flurry of insight, you spent 5 last at the end of round 3, and then you spent 3 in your turn this time. You dispatched 3 of the frenzied minions, the more bestial, larger clawed entities that were dashing, and all 5 of these pitlings as they are obliterated. And how many insight do you have left?
I have
believe-
3, and I got 2 attacks. So that means because these are minions, I don't get to do those other 2 attacks, right?
Well, no, because they're already dead. So the way minions work is they have a shared pool,
Yeah.
and for every threshold, you kill one of them. So the pitlings had 4 stamina, so for every 4 damage, you were killing 1. So that's why when you pass 20, you've already killed all the pitlings.
All right.
So
I
your
love
blade flashes 3 times.
I
and
wanted to
5
gain
pitlings
my
are destroyed.
insight back. I guess it wasn't that good of a turn.
it. Yeah, no,
So sad.
not at all.
And so I still have some movement, and I'm going to move right here to open a door.
Okay, interesting. So, I believe that door is open, and you just. So as you, you still have your maneuver, I suppose, if you want to do something with your maneuver.
I have my movement and my maneuver because.
Oh,
that
because
wa-
you move as part of the blade dance. All right.
Yeah.
So yeah, you open that door, and you see what looks like an intact bath.
Yeah. Anyone in here?
You
someone
hear
need
the
saving.
sound of a demon in those bats. The kind of teleporting demon that you are familiar with from the previous floor.
There is a demon here, and I'm going to. If I don't hear any civilians, I'm going to use the rest of my movement to go to the next door. open
Stone, on the ground prone, would point to the other bats and say, "There, save them!" And yeah, he's from his vantage point just past the pillar. He can see
alright.
there are some civilians
So
in the upper
3,
right bats.
I can get here. I'm going to try to get there. And yeah, I still have a maneuver, and with a maneuver, I have to remember how to play this game. Sorry. My maneuver here it is. I can teleport. I'm going to teleport up to 5 squares. Can the
Okay.
teleport be this way?
What is the rule? What does Black Ash teleport say?
You teleport up to 5 squares. If you end them in this movement in concealment or cover, you can use the hide maneuver, even if you are observed. If not, I can end here.
And it's target self. Yeah, so you don't have to. Yeah, you have line of effect to yourself. You don't need it to where you're going. All right, so yeah, you can teleport that way.
And I'm going to hide, I guess. So I'm going to roll a 2d10 plus 2 and my agility. So that's
All right, hold on. So what you're doing is an agility test to hide, which I believe if you have the skill for it, that helps. And now to determine if it's an easy or a medium test, I have to look at the characteristics of the Ramash. Their intuition is lower than your agility, so it's an easy test for you.
yeah. All right. So that's a 13, 14, 15. That's a medium.
Correct, which is a result.
Alright.
A success, sorry.
And that's my turn.
Alright.
Sorry, guys.
When it is easy, an easy test, you only need to get like the lowest or like the middle
No.
one. Dude?
An easy test is failure, success or success with with a
Oh,
reward.
cool. Yeah. Awesome. Thank you.
No worries.
And that's my turn.
We're picking up. So it is now the demon's turn. And I'm going to take advantage of the 10 villain points, which I now have on a big digital counter right here so I don't forget them. I was trying to use dice last time, but they were down here. So I would
We
be
were
looking at
lucky,
the map
yeah.
and forget to look at, oh, I have 15 villain points. I guess this last demon is just going to be burning souls like mad, which is why that last one survived so much.
Yeah.
With these 10 villain points, glasses, you're on the ground trying to you're surrounded by a couple of demons, and then you feel a ripple in reality, but the flavor is different from what you do. You see something is appearing, but it doesn't have the flavor of the void. It's a portal to somewhere else. And you see as 8 villain points are spent and an abyssal rift opens. And it immediately has an aura around it, which helps the demons and is bad for y'all. So demons within 5 squares of a rift have an edge on all attacks. All other creatures within 5 squares of a rift have a bane on all attacks.
Oh, wow.
And glasses, you gather that there is something. This is a portal. It is not just it has additional effects. You don't. Presumably, it's currently a portal to the abyss. But what other things it can do, you do not know. And that I spent. So now I only have 2 villain points, which is not great because it means that my demons fall into Leath. It affects my Ruinant and the Frenzied that I'm activating on this turn. So instead of moving to flank, the Ruinant is going to slash at both Glasses and the Frenzied.
Wow.
Because they are just as the Abyssal Rift opens, this white vapor that for the demons seems to coalesce into them as souls and strengthens them in power, it's all sucked into the rift, and you see suddenly the sharp, cruel eyes of the Ruinant above you, Glasses. They go opaque, and suddenly they are acting in a more bestial, just driven by pure instinct and aggression. And there's a moment where you realize, oh, if I could somehow target their mind right now, it would be more effective. But unfortunately, it's their turn as the Ruinant moves and slashes at both you and the frenzied minion in front of it. And unfortunately, I believe that is a double edge against Glasses. One from being prone, one from being in the rift.
Oh, no.
So whatever this happens, it goes up 1 tier.
This is gonna hurt.
Well, it was a tier 1, which means it goes up to a tier 2.
Oh.
So that is 5 damage to Glasses. And I
Okay.
believe that puts you under half your stamina, which means you are winded.
I'm winning.
In doing so, a portion of your essence comes out in the attack. You can do, if you want, you've been scratched and there's a bit of your blood, or maybe you had to expend breath to move out of the way. It's up to you how you flavor the attack and how it's robbed you of stamina. But you see as that essence flows into the demon and a semblance of intelligence comes back into it, but it's already lashed out at the other frenzied, at the demon, kills that demon, and a rush of souls comes out of that demon into the Ruinant, and that gives me 1 villain point for winding you, Glasses, and 5 villain points for killing another creature. So I am now back up at 8 villain points.
Oh, wow.
Daniel,
do I
are
have
you
enough?
studying this game?
Yeah.
I mean, listen. And because you guys have been so good about killing so many demons, I only have a few left, which means as long as I stay above 3 villain points, my demons will not fall into Leath and will be able to be intelligent, which means that the Ruinant is now going to use Salt Wounds. And I'm going to need Glasses to make a might resistance roll as the tongues lash out and attempt to
Might is my
burn
word.
the wounds inflicted upon you.
Sure. And I'm gonna say, do I have a bane because I'm prone against this?
No,
Or-
not for resistance rolls.
Okay. So that's a power roll, but with in this case my might. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay. Let's go. Yeah, no, that's a 7.
Stun.
You that I can't help you with a resistance roll. You take 6 corruption damage. The worst result in this case.
Ow,
As the
I'm in
ruinant.
1.
No.
Well, so the good news is that's the
One
end of the
stamina.
ruinant's turn.
Yeah. Holy shit.
Oh.
Do you want to go next?
I mean, I feel like probably glasses should get up, and you can take a catch a breath action,
Yeah.
which allows you to spend a recovery, and also gives you the benefits of the defend action, which is attacks against you have 2 banes,
Yeah.
and you could also consume the hope token and therefore gain another recovery value
Another
worth
recovery,
of
yeah.
yeah.
Sure. Is everybody okay with that?
It's
Or
okay.
I
The
think it
other
will be-
option,
yeah.
the other option is for Stone to take their turn and heal you
Yeah,
with their piety,
yeah.
which they are more than happy to do.
Yeah.
I'm too far away to help you right now.
Yeah. No, you know what? Risk it for the biscuit. I think go ahead if you want, because you wanted to go, Juanin. Wouldn't you?
I mean,
You want to go? I
'cause
trust that you can kill this motherfucker in front of me.
yeah, that
And
that's,
it already went.
That's
so-
that's the way Slayer heals, by killing
Yeah.
other people.
I know.
So
So go.
all right, so I'm gonna use my maneuver to get up,
Okay.
because
By the way, Slayer, as you get up, you lift up the pack of supplies that you had taken, and you feel inside 5 heavy glass containers.
but no idea what they do.
I mean,
imagine. I
yeah,
could-
it's 5 healing potions. Each healing potion, you drink it and you regain your recovery value.
okay.
Oh, that's
To-
so good.
To pass those, I would need to use a maneuver, though. I would imagine. Although, let me check.
If you go right by someone, no. And if you're throwing to someone within your normal range free strike, I would also say no.
Okay, so since that is the thing, I'm going to get up, and I'm going to go. Seeing that Glasses is being attacked, I'm going to go directly to the Ruinant, devastating strike. So I'm gonna move 3, if I can.
I mean, more than 3. I mean, you have to.
Because I have to be there. Yeah, I'm going to move.
Oh yeah, move 3 and then do the
Move
devastating
3 and then
rush.
do the devastating rush from here, from where I am right now. So they'll be here, and then I'm going to use devastating rush over here. That's gonna be 21.
Yes.
Wait.
That's
A
a
19 or a 20 on the dice
Oh, that's
are a critical, which means not only are you getting the result that you get from rolling so high, you get an additional action. So yes, please tell me how much damage this Ruinant takes.
So good.
Okay, so
jeez.
hold
on, I'm going to be smart. You see, as you come rushing at it, the Ruinant turns and they use Soul Parry, and they're going to have the damage on this.
Okay,
As they spent 2 villain points, but please go ahead and then tell me what's your action
that's
after
okay
this.
because I need to do a little bit of math. So that's gonna be, the base is going to be 16 damage.
Okay.
Plus 4 from my kit, plus 3 from the movement. So that's gonna be 23 damage.
Yeah, which is reduced to 11 by
Reduced
the Soul
to 11?
Parry.
Okay. And
You see that
since-
the Ruinant is winded. That did more than half of its stamina.
Okay, so seeing, yeah, I guess I'm going to pull out the axe for this. I'm gonna go right. I'm going to go like a low swing going up, and with a devastating rush, and I'm going to turn that into a brutal slam to try to bring him over me to the back of my to my back. So
Okay. So
That's gonna be
does
the-
Brutal Slam allow you to push?
Yes, it's a push 3. I mean, it's a push depending on the result.
Okay. So I think you can't do that behind you, but you can do it up and away.
I mean that's
because you are a Berserker Fury. Any push you can convert into vertical.
Yeah.
Which means they will take falling damage depending if they go high enough.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's just giving it a little bit of flavor. But yeah, I'm pushing up. So that's gonna be 15.
15, I believe, is a medium. Hold on. Stone. Well, how much damage roughly is this?
Brutal Slam is going to be 8 damage.
Stone, seeing what is that you need to get rid of this demon to save glasses, is going to use their trigger and give you.
I did make a mistake here. I am at rage a million. They also get 2 extra damage from the previous one because I'm at rage. Do?
You're over 6.
Yeah, I am over 6. So they would take 4 over instead of 2 because I'm at rage 4. I mean,
so that 23 9. Was actually 27?
27, yeah.
Okay.
And this would be
his 13. Yeah, okay. I'm keeping track.
This would be 8 plus 4. So math, oh my god. This is going to be 12. 12 damage and push 2.
Stone is going to cast. They're going to use Holy Infusion as they're on the ground. Light erupts from the gems around them and gathers around your axe. You gain an edge on this result, which means that 15 turns into a 17 and is now a tier 3 result.
Yes, Oy. And if it's a tier 3, then I add additional 4 because of my kit.
And another 4 holy damage on that. So you see as the frenzy created a ball of soul energy to protect itself, you blasted through it with your devastating rush. It sees your axe coming, forms the shield again as another 2 villain points are spent. Now I'm up to 4, well down to 4. And go ahead and describe as even despite this shield. That is enough damage to obliterate the demon.
Is there still a little bit of ceiling?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's even more space above you, but yes, there are bits of wood and rubble that are falling on you.
Okay, the way that I'm going to push this guy, I'm going to push him up and just cleave him up onto the ceiling and then push my axe down.
You nail him to the ceiling.
That's just nail him to the ceiling and I recover my axe. And I look at you, Glasses, and I just toss the bag at you. It says, drink as many as you want. And that's going to be it for me.
Wonderful.
Thank you kindly.
Hold on. I need to check and see if something happens because of you passing by that locked door. Fall of Blackbottom. We're on floor number 2. Yeah. So you send the demon upwards into the ceiling. They collapse. Their form starts to degrade. And then you pull your axe down. And instead of the gore and viscera that might happen, there is simply a shower of sulfurous particles that don't even reach the ground as they continue to vanish.
Boring.
And there were so many demons on this map, you guys.
Don't go that.
But it's all right. You're doing great. It does mean that my turns are getting easier and easier to take.
Yay.
We did this for you.
Sure.
Yeah.
I think you still have movement and a maneuver left.
Me?
Yeah.
No, I used my maneuver to get up because I was prone.
Oh, correct. You were prone.
And,
you still have some movement left.
I would have had, because I used 3. Yeah, I would have used. Actually, could I move and open the door or?
Which door are you trying for?
The one that is right behind me.
So, you move to that one, and it's. You try and open it. It's not locked, but there's resistance.
Okay.
So you realize you're going to need a might test as a maneuver, or as soon as you push it, you see there's actually like furniture. There's a bed that's been pushed against the door. So it shifted about an inch and then stopped. And you realize whoever was in that room pushed the furniture up in there.
Okay.
And you hear like a noise of surprise as the door has just been like attempted to be opened.
Okay.
So you could try without a maneuver to convince the person to come out, or wait until you have your turn again and use your might to push it open.
I'm not room service, but get out of there.
Okay, this is a presence test. Do you have any skill that you could apply?
I I can use intimidate, maybe? I don't know.
Sure.
All right. So this is going to be a presence. What's my presence?
Trust me or I'll hit you.
There's a moment where you hear the voice say, "No, there's so many demons. You cannot. I can't." And how do you use your intimidating presence to?
Is it either the demons or me?
That's
Oh shit.
that's it.
I love Slayer. So good.
So it's an easy presence test, which means you just need a tier 2 or higher.
10. And I add 1
Your presence.
and my
Oh.
presence. Wait, I add 1 and my intimidate, or just the one?
If
from
you have
presence?
it, yeah. So the intimidate gives you a +2 on that.
Okay,
So
fantastic. So that'll be
2d10 plus 3 total.
Oh no. Nope.
Oh no. Nope.
Oh.
So it's a failure. You and the civilian just goes, and is just
Too
paralyzed with fear.
No.
And
Fine.
So-
yeah, I have
I,
nothing
you
else
still
to
have a couple of squares of movement, I think.
do.
I will say, by clearing all the demons on this side, despite the presence of an abyssal rift, the civilians that were being chased continue their movement and get out and are saved. And you have saved
Oh,
4
those
civilians
ones.
on this floor.
I was about to yell at them too. Okay, don't worry about it.
Love it. So efficient.
Yeah. So glasses. I toss the potions to glasses.
Yeah.
Could she be able? Sorry. if I'm
On Glass's
misgendering.
turn, they can use a maneuver to
Okay.
drink one of the healing potions.
Fantastic. But you got all 5 of them.
Yeah.
Okay, that's gonna be
The end of your
Slayer.
turn?
Yeah.
I have so few demons left that it's gotta be this one. As unfortunately, there's a demon right by Manners, but it doesn't know that it's in danger. So the demon that Manners heard teleports in, expecting to be met by their squad of pitling minions, and just appears in that area in a cloud of black ash, and there's nothing around it as all the minions were obliterated.
I find it so funny that you said, "Oh, I can use my villain points in all my demons," and and we just left with you with one once again.
I mean, listen, this teleporting demon is pretty cool. Unfortunately, it has a reach of 1, so even though it appears and sees stone on the ground next to it, I don't have enough villain power to use its cool ability, and even if I did, it would make it fall into Leaf. So
they don't have a free range strike.
no,
like we do.
no. What it's going to do is it's going to convert its action to a move. Where is it gonna? It can move 5. So it could get there, but then it can't do anything to attack. It would just be pushing Glasses, and there's no place to push Glasses. So it's going to teleport, yeah, just a very small amount. And is going to push Stone towards the Abyssal Rift.
Oh.
Unfortunately, the Abyssal Rift does not give me a bonus to the knockback maneuver, so it is a might test. The demon tries, it like teleports and then like pushes one of its limbs against Stone, but heavy on the ground, the dwarf just grips onto the wooden planks and just refuses to move, as with a tier 1 result, the demon does not get enough to overcome the stability of the dwarf conduit, and Stone remains there.
How tough were the Ramash? This asking to the party.
somewhere between 20 and 30 stamina. So comparable to one of y'all.
All right.
All right.
These are beefy.
Can I
I
go?
think I still yeah. That's
Sure.
it. That's my Ramash. So now it's one of y'all again.
I haven't gone yet. Can I go?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Question: the civilian that I was saving. Where is he?
So
Them.
you open your arms, soar from the falling. You hit several planks of wood as the balcony you were in collapsed. You managed to angle your way as you saw a room engulfed in flames. You landed against the stone frame of the door and somehow just managed to make your way to solid ground, open your arms, and the civilian who would have surely perished in that fall is spared, and they are saved. So you successfully saved every civilian on the previous floor.
We.
But as you were tumbling through, you saw one man huddled in a corner as the remnants of the floor that you were on hit this floor and broke a huge hole further in. So now they were hiding away from the flames, and now there is a huge hole in that space.
You had to be kidding me.
Yep.
Uh,
How are you going to do it?
okay.
There are two people here too.
First off, I'm going to use my maneuver to stand up.
Mm-hmm.
There is no way to that person to get. Oh.
You would have to jump.
Okay, silver is silver. I'm going to do that.
I look towards you. Do you say anything that you need any help?
There is a person in the fire.
Yeah, let me check.
And glasses, I think you can see them. Like through
Okay.
your... I mean, you tell me if you're aware enough, but that door is open just enough that you can see
How far away? are
when
from
Silver
fire?
yells that there's a person trapped in there, you can see through the frame.
Can you
the
teleport
civilian.
the person?
No.
If you get
No.
close enough, maybe.
I
but
could teleport Silver or the person really, but I have to be 5 away from them. So no, it's worthless. I cannot see them really. One thing, and if I was there, let me check. Yeah, if I was where you are right now, I could get them out. I think. Yeah,
Maybe you can move there and Silver can get the others. Maybe.
could be. But you can you fly?
No,
You don't fly?
I don't have the fly ability.
Shit. Shit.
Imagine not having wings.
It's
So
okay.
Couldn't be
it's
me.
a 4 square wide gap that you
Oh,
have to
fuck,
clear.
Yeah.
Now, there's some of the floor that you could stand on is on fire. So if you go into the room, you're going to have to make a resistance roll, and depending on how well you do, you'll take some fire damage.
And I don't
And
have.
even then,
I
you
don't-
have to jump
Yeah.
to get the civilian and jump back.
Just my worm plate is not fire right now. It's other
No.
thing.
I believe it's poison.
It's poison.
Yeah,
Rayos. Sorry.
it's all right. You know that
Eh,
Slayer is a particularly good jumper. As
And
a Fury.
resistant to fire.
You're right. You're right.
So once again, you have the problem of
We're
not quite being in the right
fireproof?
place. But you could yell for Slayer to come get here, and you could.
I'm going
You
to
know
focus
that
on the
there
other
are
two. Yeah.
civilians here, and you know that Stone remarked that there were civilians trapped here. That Stone could just see through the gaps in the doors.
Okay.
Although Manners did go deal with them.
So what Silver is going to do is yell to the rest of the group so someone can help this person. Turn back, try to say to that person that don't worry, help will come very soon, and run to the next room to get the two trapped there.
Okay.
Wrong mouse.
Yeah, you don't know if the person trapped in the room hears you or is in a place to acknowledge. They don't seem to give a reaction, but you rush past and you see these two people are just frozen in fear.
Okay, let me move there.
You need to use a maneuver to basically like tell them to like get clear. So you see this young woman. There's a boy that she's been like protecting. You see as a lot of the roof has sort of fallen on. They seem to be safe. Maybe they were out in the balcony when things collapsed in here. How does Silver, a young dragon knight,
I'm going to
save these people?
I'm going very close to them until they feel, unless they feel threatened. Amenazado.
Threatened, yeah.
Thank you. Kneel down and try to calm them, and saying something like, "Hey, it's all right. My name is Silver. We are here to save you, to save them." I'm going to ask them their names just to calm them down and convince them to go to the stairs. That everything will be fine. I would like to persuade them.
Yeah. It's no test required. It just takes your maneuver.
Yeah.
So you can go.
I use my maneuver to stand up.
To stand up, you can take your action and downgrade it to a maneuver.
Okay, I'm going to do that.
So you move to get a bit closer, and you see as they've been seeing demons, fire, an apocalypse come to their town, and then a creature from legend walks out in front of them. A dragon knight in shining armor tells them they are safe. And in that moment, you see hope blooms in their eyes, and the woman like picks up the child, and they rush past you in thanks. And you see as she's carrying the child in her arms, the child turns and looks at you, and you see what was and probably will still be the most traumatic moment of this child's life. There is an image of hope as the Dragon Knight is standing in this moment against the forces of evil. You have saved 2 more civilians.
They will see Silver moving his tail and smile to them.
Wonderful. I believe you still have a bit of movement left. Because not only are you in shining armor, you can also buckle your swash with the best of them.
6. Yeah. 6. I'm going to walk back in the direction of Slayer to go to that. No, sorry. I'm going to go up.
Okay.
I think I can do.
Yes, no problem.
This, and my movement finished there.
All right. So once again, stone can heal glasses, but also glasses now you have potions, and there is the hope token, which again will vanish at the end of the session, so you are free to act.
Sure.
But unfortunately, we have 1 demon remaining.
Yep.
And this demon has no idea that there is a hero in its midst, and it's going to move forward. And Manners, you see as it teleports in a burst of black ash, and then reappears next to one of the civilians and lashes out at it.
Don't die!
No.
That is a tier 3 result with it exactly 17 on the dice.
I cannot do anything.
Yeah.
My trigger action is if I take damage, and he doesn't know.
That is exactly...
Can I reveal myself?
Yeah, so I'll say, as you realize that this demon is about to act and strike at the civilian, I'll allow you to reveal yourself and draw. You know you will draw the attention.
Yeah.
You will get this attack.
Yeah.
I wanted to attack from hiding to just know the mechanics so badly, but yeah.
We have more floors, dude. We have more floors.
No,
we have more demons to try shit. Save the civilians.
The way to announce myself is tell the guy is know that you are in debt to me now.
So you see as the civilian sees death coming for him in his eyes, and then suddenly there's a burst of ash, and behind that cloud of ash, there's a demon saying that he has a claim to their life, and the demon, instead of appearing next to the civilian, manners. It appears in front of you. You take a tier 3 attack from the Ramash.
In all this confusion, I'm going to teleport and 3 squares right here. Yeah. Half the damage. So how much was it?
So 10 is reduced to 5. Now you've played this game with a Ramash before.
Yeah.
After it strikes you, it also teleports, and it appears next to you. As
Holy shit! That's
battling
so good.
teleports moving. But you do indeed half the damage.
All right.
And I'm going to give you a hope token because you revealing yourself saved that civilian. That civilian was going to die.
All right. I'm going to need that hope token. I'm currently here.
And do they have... It does have a maneuver, but it doesn't have enough villain points to use them yet. It would have definitely gotten enough.
I imagine them like teleporting like Goku and Vegeta training.
It's going to push you. By the way, I assume, are you flying or have you been walking on your feet?
I cannot fly since I have...
You're not mighty enough.
Yeah. So every time I fly, it's just for my turn and then I land. I have been careful enough to do that.
So there's this battling teleports as you bamf around with the demon, and it's going to use its maneuver to knock you back. So it's just a might test with a 10 plus 0. That's a tier 1 result. You are pushed 1.
This motherfucker dares to touch me?
Yeah.
Can I go first in the next round?
Well, you still have stone and glasses, but that is the end of the demons.
Yeah. No. For the next round, we need to heal glasses now.
Silver also went. Stone used their reaction.
Oh, we have another hope token?
Yes, a second one. Because manners revealed themselves.
I think in that case, then we should let Stone go. So he can heal me someone.
Okay, sure. Stone is going to stand up with their maneuver. And instead of praying for more piety, Stone has 5 because they get 2 at the beginning of the round. They are going to reach out to glasses. I'm going to spend. You're at 1. Let's get. We want to save your recoveries. So I'm going to spend 2 piety, and you can spend 2 of your recoveries, and recover
2?
twice. Yes.
Awesome. Sure.
I can. Conduits can spend extra piety to heal.
That is so
recoveries.
good. Yeah. So I'm immediately recover.
Healing grace.
14. So I was at 1. Now at 15. Yay.
All right. And then Stone is going to use their movement. So that was 2 maneuvers. 1 to stand up, and the other 2, and then it's just going to move, heading to support manners. And that's it. Stone is a little wounded, but not yet at half, so we're okay. And that is Stone's turn.
Oh.
Glasses.
Okay, so I'm gonna use my maneuver to stand up.
Mm-hmm.
That is my maneuver. And now I have a question. The hope token, does it cost me?
No, it does not consume your recovery.
And it doesn't consume like
maneuver.
any
action
maneuver.
or maneuver. Correct.
Okay,
no,
so I'm gonna
economy.
use one of the hopes. One of the hope tokens. Because I was the brink of death and seeing a slayer ruining a demon in just one fell swoop, and then throwing me some potions, and then Stone being a deer. So I'm gonna spend I get 1 recovery for free. That's what I get, yeah?
Yes.
Okay.
You regain stamina equal to your recovery value without having
now
to
I'm full.
recovery.
And now what I'm going to do then is I'm going to, because we have the civilian in the fiery room. Is that That's is the civilian still here?
There's a
this room?
civilian here and there, and the ones that Manners is trying to save from the teleport.
Okay. Yeah, but I'm too far away from that. So I'm gonna go this way. So I'm gonna use my movement, and I'm gonna use, because I gained 2 essence at the beginning of the round, I'm gonna spend one of those essence, and I'm gonna teleport 4. So let me check. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. So now I'm here. Yeah. And now I'm gonna move the rest of the way, which is have 7 speed. That's good. Mhm. 7 is 35. It's just here. Okay,
So you used your triggered action to do that teleport,
Yeah.
I believe?
I use the triggered action for Void Embrace. So once again, I type on the data pad and I initiate a jump, and then vroom, all of a sudden it's like a kind of transparent, invisible wave going through reality, and then the wave ends. And where the wave ends, I appear, and then I start running towards the civilian.
So I will just as flavor, as you teleport within the area of effect of the Abyssal Rift, you spot some interference. It's not perfect. They don't overlap, but there's something similar in the way that you are teleporting through the battlefield that is happening with this Abyssal Rift, and you gather perhaps you could have some time to study it and be able to
I was gonna say
affect it in
sorry.
some
Yeah.
way.
Let me see
but
if
it
I
would
can.
be.
If I can yeah.
Let me check. I believe it's a maneuver to get a good look at it. Let me check.
It's a maneuver
but-
to study it.
Well,
Like, do you know how to
do more
close it?
than-
Basically, is there any way to close it? Do I know if there's any way to close it?
You would have to use your magic skill, like make a reason or intuition test.
Yeah,
using
and
your
that would
magic
be a maneuver or an action.
skill. It doesn't say, so I'm gonna say it's a maneuver. It would be a maneuver.
Okay, because so far I'm here, and technically I don't have anything that I can do here, and I could try an attack or something. But
So
I'm really
what you
more
know,
interested in
as you teleport through, it is a physicalized object. Like it is something from the abyssal wastes, but it is appearing here as a fleshy. By the way, the incredible art of the Abyssal Rift is by Nick Despain, the artist
Amazing.
who made the demons.
Holy cow!
The teeth were
So-
not necessary, but they're really good.
No, yes, they were
Lots of
necessary.
eyes, lots of teeth. That's
The nightmares are for free.
Yeah.
And so
I mean-
you see it is a kind of flesh, and you
Yeah.
could assault it magically and try and like hack its code and try and destabilize it that way, or you could just attack it. Like it is
Okay.
not a living creature, but it is made of living flesh.
Yeah. So as I'm teleporting, I'm thinking about all of this. I land, I start running, and when I realize this way, when I'm finished my movement, that I cannot do anything else, I'm gonna downgrade my action into maneuver, and I'm gonna turn around and look at this manifestation from the abyss and try to study it and learn if I know anything, and do the what you said, the reason test you said.
Yeah.
And I can use magic. Yeah.
Yes. So this is a hard test,
Yeah. I'll
as you are
give it our best.
yeah
So reason is my
interfacing with
skill.
with abyssal energy.
So yeah, so I'm gonna type in the data pad and try like to prepare myself for whatever weird connection I'm gonna get with this already horrifying creature. And now I'm gonna try to explore it somehow psychically. Why do I do this? Oh fuck yeah! That's a 21.
Okay. So, you start trying to decipher the code. You set up a way to translate. It doesn't seem to follow any rules, but you can study the effects. It's like studying a black box effect, where you just know the conditions of reality before this portal appeared, and then the effects it's having now, and you're attempting to decipher it, and you realize it is one door, and if more of them were to appear, the demons could travel through them independently, and new demons can pop out from them. But as you're testing it, you realize if you were adjacent to it, like literally standing right next to it, you could hack it and destabilize it and deal significant damage to it with the way you've done the same way you've done this test. But what you can do from here, you find a way to insert your identification into how it allows it to open. So now you can travel through these abyssal rifts as if you were a demon.
That's pretty good.
I love this fucking game. Okay, after hacking, do I know that this thing though, if for example Slayer takes a swing at it, can destroy it? Yeah, that's something that I'm sure of.
Because you got a tier 3 result, I'll say you gather it is somewhat resistant to weapons.
Okay.
And it is somewhat weak to holy energy, and magic would affect it as normal.
Sure. So then I'm gonna scream across the room. I'm gonna say, Stone! Hey, dearie! Go ahead and destroy that shit with teeth and mouth! And I'm gonna point towards the this thing.
Okay.
And that's gonna be my turn.
Okay. And with that, we reach the end of the round.
Yeah.
Which means I get some more villain power.
Oh, talking about that, I didn't add my focus.
I am at 12 rage.
Holy shit!
Very angry boys.
That NPC is gonna fucking die.
So the thing that happens at the
fright.
beginning of round 5, because the instructions are that this appears next to the hero with the most stamina, and that continues to be Slayer, despite the fact that everyone's taken some damage. Those temporary stamina that Stone gave you early on have kept you right at the brim.
Oh, come on.
So, there's another cloud of black ash as Rimash appears, perhaps from the rift, perhaps from somewhere else, at the beginning of the round. Now, you heroes still have the initiative, but I got another demon up here.
Can I go?
Sure.
So I'm going to approach this Ramash and say, do not dare to touch me, filth! And I'm going to spend my 5 insight, going back to 0, to assassinate this kid.
I was gonna say, this motherfucker is getting assassinated. That's what's happening right now.
The Ramash is going to spend 2 villain points to have that damage with a soul burn, soul parry.
You are going to need it.
And roll.
I have a tier 3 with a 17.
Wow.
An 18,
so
actually.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, alright. It wasn't that big. So is 8 plus 20.
So, okay. So 28, which would have more than obliterated the Ramash if they hadn't spent the souls to protect themselves. They still take 14 damage and are winded, and I believe you get an insight.
Yeah.
Because you got a tier 3 result.
I go back to 1. And if you don't mind, I'm going to spend that hope token that I gained to...
Sure.
So I heal for the value, right? So my value is 7. I go back to 18.
Yeah. And you are no longer winded, correct?
I was never winded.
You were never winded?
Yeah.
Oh.
My winded is 10.
Okay. Good.
I was on the brink, but now I'm not. So
Brink is in another campaign.
I still have a maneuver
And movement, yeah.
and movement. I cannot do my shit with a maneuver, so I'm just going to... Maybe I should try to hide. I should have done that.
There are a few platforms around. There's the baths themselves are not very tall. Oh wait, there's an additional thing in this room that I forgot. Let me read it to you now. I believe there is water and oils in this floor. It is difficult terrain. Alternatively, you can choose to treat the floor as normal terrain and take 3 fire damage. So there's hot water, bath oils, and there's some flames from the fireplace that have caused this floor to be hot. Now, I think it hasn't made an effect because you've been teleporting all over the place, so it wouldn't have come into effect. But yeah.
Yeah.
In case you were planning on walking around, it's either difficult terrain or you take some fire
Just to
damage.
check. Could I have been able to Black Ash teleport as a maneuver, try to hide from him, and then assassinate? Not that I'm going to try to do it, just for future reference.
I believe because Black Ash teleport says that you can hide after the teleportation, yes.
Even if you are observed.
Well, because of the way Black Ash teleports work. I believe you can do that with Black... Let me check the rules for Black Ash teleport. I know for a fact the smoke bomb that the other shadow gets allows you to do it. So, Black Ash. You can use the hide maneuver even if you are observed.
Yeah.
So, you would need 2 maneuvers, basically. You would have to use 1 maneuver to Black Ash teleport, and then use your action as a maneuver to hide. So that's sort of the cost. You need 2 maneuvers to teleport and hide.
Are you sure? But forget it. We are not doing it anywhere. That's my turn. I'm going to end here.
So that's from the reading the effect, which I can... It says, if you end the movement in concealment or cover, you can use the hide maneuver even if you are observed. Meaning observed going into that concealment or cover.
All right.
But it costs you another maneuver. You can compare that to the smoke bomb, which is... you can use the hide maneuver even if you are observed and don't start in cover or concealment. And if you do, you can shift a number of squares equal to your agility. So as the smoke bomb, as the maneuver to hide, it allows you to move, and if you end in cover or concealment, you are hidden. So you don't even need to roll a test to see if to hide.
All right. So anyway, that's my turn.
Yes. I'm going to take a turn with the Ramash that is next to Slayer. And they are going to strike at you with an edge because they are in the space of the Abyssal Rift. And do I want to... Yeah, let's spend more villain power because you guys are killing my demons way too fast.
Sorry?
I'm going to spend 2 villain power to gain Soul Burn and give myself 2 edges, which doesn't matter because I already have 1. But what that means is that this is going to go up 1 tier regardless. Which is good because 10 plus 1 is 11, so a tier 1. So with the 2 edges pushes me up to tier 2, which means the tongue wraps around Slayer. You take 7 damage.
Okay.
And then I'm going to spend an additional 2 villain power to teleport you as well, as the Ramash and Slayer are teleported 3 squares.
Oh no.
So, and the Ramash ends there.
Oh no, holy
the
shit.
Ramash is going to use their maneuver to use Grasping Shadow and attack you again.
Okay.
And that's another 5 villain power, and now I'm down to 5. So of the 14 that I had at the beginning of this round, I'm spending a lot of it.
So the teleport is not a push, so I would not be able to use my reaction for this.
Correct.
Okay.
I got a tier 2. Hold on. Now I need to learn if Soul Burn gives me those edges all the time or just for the next attack.
Take your time, man. It's okay.
To any attack they make. But I think it's 2 villain points per attack. And now I'm out of... taking this additional attack means I have too little. If I give myself edges, my demons would go into Leaf, and I don't want that. So you take another 7 damage.
Okay.
As this time I got a 13 on the strike. And this time the Ramash itself is going to teleport a bit away.
I am out of
Temporary.
I'm out of temporary. Yeah.
Good. Right. So Manners has taken a turn. And this, which was that Ramash, also took their turn. All right. Now one of the heroes is free to act.
Any ideas? Or if not, I
Well,
have an idea.
so
for
if no one has Stone,
I have an idea.
Stone can hit that demon and the Abyssal Rift together. That is,
Okay.
but
That's good.
Okay,
And-
yeah. So
wait.
Yeah, I'm going to move on. So let's go. You.
I
first.
think Slayer, if you want to go in and attack, that might be better. If you can end with these two demons close to each other, Stone can hit them both in their.
okay, so that's a really good idea, but Slayer is really angry at the NPC as well. Here's my question, because this is what I originally wanted to do, but I didn't. I was actually going to ask you if that Ramash was alive. If I
There's two.
yeah. Here's what Ragash would have Slayer would have done. He would have used maneuver, grapple the Ramash that just attacked him, and devastating rush the door that the NPC is behind of, using the Ramash as a weapon.
Unfortunately, the Ramash teleported away, so you would have to get up to it,
Yeah. So
and
that
then
would,
you would have to grab.
yeah. So that would
and
be
then-
2 movement, maneuver, 2 more movement, and then 3 blocks for devastating rush.
Sure. I'll say you can do that. I think by the rules, you would have to like maybe move one away and then move into attack. But yeah, it sounds cool. So
Oh,
if
that's
you
so good.
succeed on the grab, you can then go ahead and try
Okay,
and use the demon
so-
as the battering ram.
So let me move. Let me move it here. I'm gonna do. Is this a test?
Hold on, I'm looking up how to grab. It's definitely a test. I just have to try and determine what are the, if it's an easy, medium, or tests. How to make a test. Skills. I don't think there's a skill that's how to make a test.
That's condition, but I need to find.
So, grab. You attempt to grab, this is on page 100. Grab an adjacent creature who is the same size as you or smaller by making power roll. So far, so good. You gain an edge on the roll if the creature size is smaller than yours. That doesn't come effect. So it's a power roll plus might. On a tier 1 result, you fail to grab the creature.
Okay.
Tier 2, you can grab the creature, but they'll make a melee free strike against you. Tier 3, you just succeed on the grab.
Okay, so it's a might test.
Yes, and I believe
Okay.
you have some bonuses.
I'm going to
of your
yes,
rage.
I'm going to take a double edge. So I'm going to go 1 rank up on that. Let me see if I add anything else. No. So that's gonna be 2d10 plus 2. It's gonna be 17.
That's a tier 3 result.
Nice.
You see, as the
Nice.
Ramash appears in a cloud of black ash, thinking it's safe, and it's starting to reorient itself, and suddenly you are there and grabbing onto it. It could not escape you.
I grab him by
Yes,
the
yes,
neck.
yes.
Now you come with me, motherfucker.
And I'm going to devastating. Let me
Rush.
just check the name. Yes, devastating rush the door. Because Ragash, I mean, Slayer really wants to make a point.
It's the demon or you?
Yeah, and because this guy apparently doesn't know demons, so I'm gonna show him one. So I'm gonna move. I'm gonna grab the Ramash by the neck. I'm gonna move here and then devastating rush to the door. So that's gonna be.
So I will say, go ahead and roll. It's very unlikely that you will not break the door with the demon. Now, what's more likely is that this will result in a demon being in the room with a civilian. So
Yeah,
you then have to deal
for
with
a little
that.
bit.
But that's,
for a
but that's
little
actually
bit,
what Slayer wants. It's not about really rescuing the civilians here.
Now,
Meanwhile,
you do have
Silver is
a
running on the
bane
opposite
on
side.
this attack from being in the area of the Abyssal Rift.
Okay.
So go ahead and make your devastating rush with one bane.
With one bane. Let me check one thing. Yeah, I would have to take the bane, so that'll be -2. So that'll be just straight to D10.
Wait.
Yes.
Stone is going to say, Zarok favors justice, and they're going to spend 2 piety, or is it just 1 piety? They're going to give you an edge on this attack. No, they're going to give you a double edge. So that cancels out one of the banes, and you have 1 edge on this attack.
Incredible. So I'm
How
gonna
about you
roll-
get a +2 instead
I'm
of
gonna-
like having a
yeah,
-2?
I actually rolled
Love it.
+4. Also, I deal double damage to objects.
Yeah.
So
that door is going to get destroyed.
okay. No! Why?
No!
Oh no! Well, you roll a crit. This is how the balance works.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. It
So-
can't all be good. So
Oh my
wait.
God,
So it's still gonna be +3 damage. So it's gonna be 6. Yeah, that's gonna be 6 damage to the
So
door.
with that, the door breaks in a shower of splinters, and you see the man who was cowering in the center of the room yells out "Ah!" as some of the splinters shower over him, and then sees a terrifying demon and perhaps an even more terrifying orc holding the demon, having just used that to burst through the door.
So I'm gonna keep him grappled, go through the door, and see through it. This is what a fucking demon looks like. Are you happy now? And that's gonna be my turn.
Okay. I believe that's the end of your turn.
Yeah. So funny.
Okay. I have 1 demon remaining. So it's going to teleport over to Stone and strike.
Jeez. Too far away.
7. Keep getting tier 1 results. And I don't have the villain power yet until you guys kill maybe some more of my demons or we get into the next round. So that's the tier 1 result, which is for the Ramash 4 damage. And then the Ramash is going to teleport 2 over there. And with the 4 damage, Stone is exactly winded. And I get 1 more villain power, because that's how demons work. As this Ramash is empowered. Alright, and that is the end of my demon's turns.
Can I go?
Yeah.
Go.
Did excuse me, I'm coming back. Did I get attacked?
No.
Nope.
Stone did.
Okay, so I'm gonna move here, and this is what I want to try, because my teleport is 5 range, but it moves only 4. So 4 is, I think, from this square. That's 4.
Yes.
So what I want to do is, I want to use 2 of my arms to grab the frame of the door, lean into the room with the flames and everything, and tell to the civilian, jump! And I'm gonna teleport them to my other 2 arms.
Okay, can you read me the conditions for your trigger, please?
Sure. It says, well, distance, self, or ranged 5. The target starts their turn or moves. And it says, at any point during the move, you teleport the target a number of squares equal to your reason. And then it has an extra that if I spend 1 essence, you teleport the target a number of squares equal to twice your reason, which is 4.
Okay, give me an easy presence, and if you have an interpersonal skill that you want to apply, go ahead.
I have read person.
You gather that this person fully believes that they're going to die, and they think that maybe the Dragon Knight that they saw come through is something that they invented, but then the Dragon Knight said that someone was going to come save them, and that is the only reason you might have a chance at success.
I'm a friend with the Dragon Boy. I'm good too. I'm just ugly.
Yeah. So go ahead and I'll allow that read person to give you the plus 2.
So that would be because I have only presence one, so it's up +3. Come on. Rolls. Oh, 16.
16. All right. That is a success. And the civilian, you see there's a moment where they think maybe falling to my death is better than getting crushed by the building or burning. And so they just sort of jump, fully expecting that they're going to die. I'm going to make... So go ahead and spend your essence as the civilian appears right in front of you in the fire. And they're going to make the might resistance roll.
Yeah. I try to cover them as much as I can. I don't worry if I get burned. That's why I was like leaning forward, trying to like cover them and like bringing them immediately. Yeah.
So that in that case, you give me a might resistance roll.
Okay. This is gonna be bad because I have -1, but I don't care. I don't mind. Okay, so let's go.
And I'll split the damage between you and the civilian.
Okay, it's 14.
14. So that would be 3 fire damage, and you can choose to take 1 or 2 of that. You know that these civilians have about 10.
Yeah, I'm gonna take 2.
Okay. So and with that, the civilian goes as they are engulfed in flames, and suddenly they are in your arms and safe.
And I immediately roll around like getting them out of there. Yeah.
Yeah.
So now
and because you didn't get the tier 1 result, you are not still on fire. And you're okay. And the civilian goes, thank you. And then turns and runs away. And you have saved 7 civilians. And there's very few civilians left to save.
And now I have 3 movement left in my maneuver. So who's fighting whom? Okay. So in that case, I'm gonna try to return to where I was. So this is 1, 2, 3. So I'm running back towards the other group.
Question.
Action. No, that was the movement. That was a triggered action. This is my movement completely, and I have my action still.
Question, Helena. Do you have anything that helped me move?
I think she just used it
for
the civilian.
For the civilian. Oh, okay.
Sorry, yeah. Although, no, I think the other one would give you like would make you invisible, incorporeal. But that is But we have to be way closer than we are right now. Sorry.
No, it's okay. It's okay. Don't worry.
Hurl element. How far are you? 5. It's not 5 away. Ooh, I was almost okay. I can try this. Then I was here and I had 3 movement. So 1, 2. Okay, yeah. If I put myself on the ledge, I should be able to get there. Oh no, it's still 6. 1, 2, 3.
By the way, meanwhile, Elena is calculating. I just love the new art of El Gato. Thank you, Juan. It's so cool.
See, when you see that cute little art of El Gato, which my nephew says is a dragon, you have to give us a like and a subscribe at least.
You know what to do.
Cute. Yeah, you know what to do,
audience. Please, actually, please. That would help us out a lot.
That would really help us. It's true.
And also, just because we're on the same topic, I think we should really say thank you to all the people who have come in, said a lot of. You've written a lot of super cool comments, and that's a huge push for us. So
yeah, we love you all. Thank you.
Super cool.
So, Glasses, you still have your action.
I'm gonna downgrade my action to a maneuver, and I'm gonna use practical magic, and I'm gonna teleport myself a couple of squares, just trying to get closer to the action here. So it's 1, 2. I'm gonna put myself here on the just here, and that's gonna be my turn. Sadly, I couldn't use that on you.
It's okay.
Or would I use that? Yeah.
Don't worry.
Self.
Okay.
Yeah.
Silver.
Turn.
Do you
Yes. Yeah.
You don't have any more demons?
want to go? No, I only have 3.
Fuck.
Are you sure
the Ramos
the
is still
guy
good.
in
Silver.
front of me haven't?
Yeah, he went first. Or
Yeah.
second.
Mhm.
I think. Yeah.
Silver is
One right
going
after
to.
you, I think. No.
Do I have turn?
Mm-hmm.
No?
Okay.
Go ahead.
Silver is going to use all his movement to get as close as possible to manners. I have movement of 8, speed of 8. So I believe I can move 16 squares, right?
Yes. Now hold on.
Now,
Let's see.
okay.
No, it says, by the way, on
Give
the
me
bottom
an easy
part.
intuition test.
Is intuition. Intuition.
Yes.
What's my intuition?
If
I
you
have a
have
+1.
alertness, you can apply that to this.
Awareness. Give me a second. I think I have it. I have it.
All right.
So it's a -1, +2, +1. Give me a second. Rolling dice. It's 2d10, right?
Correct.
It will be at 13.
So you get that as a tier 2, which in an easy test is a success. You hear movement of someone trying to stay quiet on the other side of this door.
I didn't see that door. I'm running to that direction.
So yeah, you are
So-
headed north to try and help Manners, and there's a moment that pings to your senses, and almost before you are aware that you're doing it, you've turned and headed in that direction.
So
Oh, there's another door there. I hadn't seen
I
it.
haven't seen the door. Yeah.
No.
Yeah, it's trying to. Give me a second. It's not working.
Right click.
Thank you.
Right click.
7. Yeah, I can go. So 11 there.
You rush through, reach the door, open it, and you see
Oh,
2 civilians standing on the balcony, trying to hide,
Yeah.
and they see the heroic visage of Silver poke out, and they go like, "Oh,
hey, don't worry. Oh, you are going to be fine. Let's move.
thank you." And with that, 2 more civilians are rescued, and you are, yeah.
Okay,
things are
that
looking
was
very good for you.
me, the player. I didn't saw that door.
It's all right. It's marked out here that if someone enters the area, they can make an intuition test to hear,
Love
not
it.
as part of a maneuver, just by entering that area.
And I have a -1 as intuition. That was. So
But
cool.
you're alert.
Yo, it's
because
very good.
Yeah.
You have some training.
Okay, so 11.
still have
I
some
move
movement.
11. Oh. Yeah, trying to move. 12.
4 more squares.
There. Oh, no. There.
Okay. Silver.
Yes.
Give me a reason test as you're moving through and feeling the ground shake under your feet. You're heading back. You're seeing cracks begin to appear in the stone pillars in front of you. Give me a
Reason test.
medium reason test.
I have a plus. I have 2 on reason. Any skills that I can use?
Architecture.
Oh.
I don't have architecture.
Yeah.
I'm
I
I'm a
believe I asked
blacksmith.
last session. Nobody here has. Nobody's an architect.
Damn. I feel the same way when I play Call of Cthulhu, but I love it.
Oh,
I love having so many
6.
skills.
6. I mean, this floor might collapse, but you have no idea when. It's just you have a time crunch here, but you don't get a clearer picture of when.
I'm too far away to help anyone.
I think you still have a maneuver left.
Yeah, but
so none of that required a maneuver. So I don't know how you can mark. Maybe
My distance is 5. It's 10. No, sorry.
Yeah.
It's 10.
So,
To mark is 10. Oh.
But I think the demons are just out of. If you could see through walls,
I don't.
you could mark the one that Manners is fighting, but unfortunately no.
Man,
But
I'm too far away for.
I will say in this round, I mean in this floor, you've saved 4 civilians by yourself, like rushing through this part of the floor.
Yeah.
Let me get
with
to
that-
there.
Yeah. Stone.
Some people kick ass. Some people say people.
Yeah.
That's how it goes.
I'm a
Some people scare
pleaser.
people.
Yeah.
That's how we do it.
Stone,
I'm-
because we have a hope token available, Stone is going to risk it and is going to pray. If this goes poorly, Zarok is going to get annoyed and might cause him to bleed.
I was about to ask about that hope token. How did we win that?
So you got one from Slayer and Silver being heroic, and then you got one by revealing yourself.
I
to the
used that one. I used that one.
Oh, you used it.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, in that case, if there's no hope tokens left, Stone is not going to risk it, because if praying goes poorly, he might then die. So in that case, well, we know lightning damage is really good on these folks. Ooh. He's going to do Lightfall as holy light comes crashing down around him and the demon in front of him, the Ramash. Well, at least I'm rolling terribly for Stone as well as the demons. That's only 2 holy damage, but allows him to teleport to the edge of the 3x3 cube. The Ramash takes 2 holy damage, but they have weakness 3, so that's 5. And then with his maneuver, he is going to use heroic healing grace, to heal himself. And he's going to heal himself 1. No, is he going to heal himself 2? He's only going to heal himself 1. He's going to recover 8. And then he's going to shift, which means of his 5 movement, he's only going to be able to take 2. But he won't provoke free strikes from the demon. And that's the end of Stone's turn. And we reach the beginning of round 6. I get a bunch of villain points, 10 more, which means I am now at 16.
Rage.
Silver, what is your stamina? Could you tell me?
20.
20.
Stamina right now?
Yeah.
Yeah, 20.
Slayer, what's your stamina?
20. Wait, stamina. Current 21. Maximum 27.
So,
For
once
one.
again, there's a surge of energy from the Abyssal Rift. And a Ramash teleports in right next to Slayer as their soul sight guides them to the most living creature around. All right, and that is the beginning of the round.
Okay, can I go?
Yeah, go.
Okay.
Go, go.
After scaring the shit out of the NPC, I'm still grappling this guy, and I have a Ramash behind me. So I'm gonna pull the Ramash out of the door, out of the room, and I'm going to use. This is kind of pushing it a little, maybe. So I'm going to. What do you want to do?
You've got a ton of rage. Don't you have like things that spend 5 rage?
Yeah, actually, because
Yeah.
I'm going to use blood for blood because I want to spend them.
Screw these assholes.
So first of all, it's gonna be blood for blood on the creature that I have grappled. Actually, I'll do it right there. Why not? I'm not gonna move. I'm gonna do it right there. And depending on how it goes, I'm gonna do something different with maneuver and movement.
Okay, so what does blood for blood do?
That's gonna be an attack roll. it's against a creature or object that is in my reach. I spend 5 rage, and depending on the roll, I deal damage, but the creature definitely gets weakened and bleeding. It depends on the threshold, if it's to the end of turn or the end of encounter, and I can choose to deal damage to myself to deal 2d6 damage to the target as extra.
So, with the beginning of the round, there was another wave of souls, and you see as the Ramash in front of you almost inflates, and you know they're going to try and defend themselves, so they're going to have the damage. You would have 1 Bane from being within the area of the Abyssal Rift, but Stone calls out to you and is ready to give you up to 2 edges to push.
Okay. How much is the area?
It's the purple aura. It's 5. If you can't see the purple aura.
I don't.
Oh, sorry. There we go.
Don't worry about it. Okay.
Yeesh.
That's... Ooh, okay.
But you are just within range for Stone to hit you with a Holy Infusion if you need it. Which can give you up to 2 edges.
For Stone to do that, he needs to use...
The reaction. Their trigger.
The reaction. Okay, I understand. What could be the best here? Could I...
Why is everything purple now?
Because of the Abyssal
That's
Rift.
the range of the...
Oh, fuck. Yeah.
So I promise that NPC is not gonna that civilian is not gonna move if that other Ramash is there.
Nope.
No.
Well, if you can clear the Ramashes away from the door and the room, that civilian will try and make their way out.
Yeah, and that's gonna be my idea, really. Sure, I'm just gonna eat it because I need the movement. I'm gonna grab the Ramash that I have been grabbing, I'm gonna pull him out, and I'm gonna bring him with me in the direction of glasses. But far away enough that I'm not in that Ramash that I'm grabbing is not in the area of influence.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go. How far away can I go?
So if you don't shift, which is totally up to you, the Ramash will get a free strike on you. You know free strikes are not that much. So you take 3 damage from this Ramash lashing out at you.
I would not be too concerned. That's why I'm choosing to, because I don't want him to. Although, no. Here's what I'm going to do. First, blood for blood on the Ramash that I'm grabbing.
Okay. Go ahead and make the attack with
That's gonna
1
be
Bane, and then
one
if need
Bane.
be, Stone will step in.
Okay, so that's gonna be 2d10 straight. 15.
15.
That's gonna be.
So yeah, if this matters, Stone is going to push forward and give you 2 edges, which would cancel
it
that
definitely
one out.
matters.
So that 15 goes to a 17 and turns it into
Which
tier
is
3
so
result.
good.
which is a threshold. Yeah.
Yep.
So
And with
that's
that,
gonna
the
be
6 piety goes down to 5.
that's going to be 21 damage.
Whoa. Okay. So that's reduced. Hold on. That would be 21 damage plus 4 holy damage from Stone. And it's weak, so that's another 3 from the weakness. So 25 plus 3, 28.
Yep.
Have you added in your rage bonus damage and stuff?
The rage bonus damage does not come in if I didn't move, which is the only bad part.
All right, so that's still 28, and the only reason that demon is still alive is because they use the soul parry to reduce the 28 to 14, and they are still in single digits and quite winded in bad states.
Okay. In that case, I'm going to pull the Ramash out and bring it with me, as I said before, in this direction.
Yeah, and you take 3 damage from the free strike of the demon that's left.
Yeah, I don't mind. So I don't want it to get in the way of the...
If you get him out of the room, the civilian will flee.
Okay.
The condition was to either convince him to move the furniture or break down the door.
Okay. So yeah, I'll bring him back to the room where I was, and that's gonna be it.
All right, move, and then I'll move you.
Yeah, that's it. I'm not going to spend any more movement.
Whoops. And with that, the civilian sort of peeks out the door, sees the other demon, and goes, ah! And runs.
Lesson learned?
Yep. And with that, you have rescued 10 civilians on this level. Incredible.
And that's it for me.
You did your maneuver as well? You don't always get a good thing to do.
Yeah, I don't think I can do anything else with my maneuver. I could.
You could have used a push on the Ramash against one of the stone walls on your movement.
That's true. That is true. I totally forgot
To the
about
other
that.
Ramash.
Sweet.
Yeah, I'll toss. Yeah, you know what? On the way, I'll toss him against the other Remesh. Why not?
Okay. So go ahead
Just
and make
because I'm angry
a
enough.
might test.
Okay.
And tier 1 is push 1, tier 2 is push 2, tier 3 is push 3. And
So
I
this is
don't
a
know
might.
if you can...
Can you push it to the portal? And well,
It's a might test. Let me just read again because bird brain. I
It's
have a
knockback.
double edge.
Okay. So it's automatically
Yeah,
going
it's
to be
2d10
push 2
straight.
or 3.
Yeah, it's 11.
So... why just straight? It's
Because it's... Oh, that's true.
1 bane,
So there'll be...
plus... Yeah.
Yeah, so it's 1 bane, and my might is 2, so that cancels each other anyway, because it's minus 2 for
but
bane.
then your rage gives you...
Yeah, but the double edge is 1 up,
so it's a medium.
1 threshold up. So...
But so a double edge minus 1 bane is a single edge.
Right?
So you would be rolling plus 4.
that's
so
true.
It's the result is still the same. It's still a tier 2.
Yep.
Which explains perhaps some of how the math works, that you still end up at tier 2. So it's push 2. Were you doing it against the other Ramash or against one of the
Yeah,
walls?
against this Ramash right here.
All right. So they both take 2 damage. And yeah, the one in your hand remains in quite dire straits, and the other one just takes a bit of a blow, but is barely phased. All right.
All right, don't get too comfortable because I'm going to use hesitation is weakness with my
Wonderful.
remaining insight to take my turn right now.
Cool.
And I'm going to gain 2 insight, so I go back to 1. No, I go back to 2. There you go. 2. And I'm going to use I work better alone in this guy because I don't have any allies with me. So I'm going to attack. And I have an edge in this.
You do. Now the Ramash is going to use Soul Parry to half the damage.
Yeah, so that's a 9 plus 5, that's 14. Plus my agility, that's 16. Plus the edge is 18.
That's a tier 3.
That's a tier 3, so I go
You
up
gain an insight.
1 insight. 3 insight if future me forgets to write them down. And that's 14 damage.
14 damage. You see, once again, as the gathered souls are the only reason this demon managed to stay alive, but it is on single digits as your rapier flashes and flourishes. So yeah, your action wounded it significantly. You still have your movement.
As a maneuver, I can do an aid attack, escape out grab, hide, make a test, search, stand up. No, I'm not going to do anything. No,
You
I'm
could push it back. You could do a knockback. You could do a grab and move it.
Can I? It's a might test, right? Try to push it.
Mhm.
And how far is the dream scenario I can push it?
3.
3. So 1, 2, 3. No, I cannot push it to. Oh, actually, yeah, I can. Yeah, sure. I'm going to try it. I'm going to fly it here and land because I have to, and then kick it.
All right. I'll count that as shifting, so that you don't provoke a free strike.
That's a good question. I provoke the opportunity attack even if I remain
Without
in
leaving. No, you're right. Yeah.
All right.
So you're correct. You haven't left the reach, so you don't.
No, that's not that good. I roll a 16, but -1, that's a 15.
Oh,
So that is still a tier 2 result, and you push him back 2. And I'm going to roll that. That's 1, and then he takes 1 point of damage as they hit the back wall and hit the stone. And then you hear rumbling as what should normally be a fairly minor impact against a thick wall of stone. Cracks appear in the wall, and you gather the situation is dire.
All right. And that's my turn.
Okay. Now, which of these 2 demons is going to strike next? The demon that you just struck is going to teleport right next to you, strike you. I have to count my villain power precisely here. I have 14 because I just used 2 to parry. Wait, no. I have 12 because I just used 2 to parry, which means I am going to burn another 2 for soul burn to give myself 2 edges on this attack against you, Manners. Finally! Well, 17. I didn't need the 2 edges, but I got a tier 3 result. That is 10 damage against you,
In all
Manners.
this confusion, I'm going to teleport
away. Yeah.
teleport right here.
I love this. So good.
And half the
Okay.
damage. So how much?
Yeah.
How much damage was
So
it?
10 damage reduced to 5 for you.
All right.
And contrary to the other times that this has happened, the demon, instead of chasing you because it's so wounded, teleports away.
Oh.
Now
Talk
it
about
se-
out of the frying pan into the fire.
Yeah.
Now I still have some villain points here because I only used 2 for the soul burn. I've got 10 left. I can do stuff. I got stuff to do. Yeah, you know what? It sees you, Silver, and it is going to spend 5 villain points to use its grasping shadow maneuver. It teleports 2 to get close to you, and then strikes you.
Go for it.
So I've got 5 left. Now, how many demons do I got left? Because I got 4 demons. Darn it! All right. Well, once you guys kill this one, I'll be able to spend some more. All right. So this one is going to be straight. No soul burn on this attack. Whoop. $12. So that's a tier 2 attack. You take 7 damage.
Perry.
Sure. Finally, your shield comes up as a cloud of ash coalesces into a demon and strikes at you. So that 7 damage is halved unless you want to spend even more focus.
Spend 1 focus.
I mean, you should have a ton of focus
Wait,
right now, right?
what tier is that roll?
Tier 2.
Spend 1 focus to reduce the a lower
Okay.
Tier.
lower
So so tier 1 is 4 damage, and you reduce it to half, so you only take 2 damage. And more importantly, you reduce the distance that the Ramash can teleport after this. So it only teleports 2 to get away from you. How much focus do you have now? Because you've
Right
had
now,
like
9.
2 rounds. This is your 3rd round. How much?
9.
9.
9 in total.
Yep. Well,
Quest. Oh, it's finished his turn there.
yeah.
Come on.
After their attack, they teleport. But it would have teleported more if you hadn't reduced the tier.
Jeez. Okay.
Alright, and that is that demon's turn. So,
Can I go?
yeah.
Sure.
First question, Daniel. Distant to burst. How much that is?
All the squares that are 2 away from you. So that does not, currently it doesn't include anyone.
No, okay. Yeah. So it's okay. Got it. Yeah, because this thing came next to me, I'm going to use that opportunity to run on next to that.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to run there, and I'm going to use my heroic ability, Inspiring Strike. That is 3 focus. So right now, well, it's my turn. 9, 11, minus 3. Math.
You
I
should
have
have, I
8.
think, 18 stamina. Yeah.
On focus. It costs
Oh.
3 focus. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Yeah, I need to do an attack, a power roll.
Mm-hmm.
And
Do you want to mark the demon first?
I want to mark that demon first, please.
Right.
Thank you. Yeah.
We're gonna use, that one.
So, power roll smite, so it's +2, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Is that wrong? Mouse. Having 2 computers here. 14. 14 is a second
That
tier.
is, yeah.
So
correct.
it will be 8 damage to that demon, and I can spend a recovery.
Wonderful.
So I'm
Go
going
ahead
to
and take it.
spend a recovery, and my recovery it says how much is the recovery?
It should be a third of your stamina.
Third.
So if you have 36, your recovery would be 12.
Okay. 36? Why 36? 33.
Your maximum stamina is 33.
Yeah.
So then
Will be 11?
11.
Okay.
Correct.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's it. Move 2. Attack. Can't do anything with this thing.
So as you slash through, you take a moment to catch your breath. After you slash through the demon,
Hold on.
with the defeat of that demon.
Hold on. Can't remember what does the mark. The turn the start of the turn.
I believe you have an edge, but that wouldn't have pushed you to a tier 3.
Would push to tier 3?
It
No,
would not.
wouldn't.
Okay.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, Stone already used their
I have
trigger.
it's a +2 damage also, because the mark.
Well, yeah, that's good to remember. But the demon was already dead.
Oh.
And did not have enough villain power to parry. So with that, you cut through the demon. Once as that demon is clear, the 2 civilians in the room with manners rush past and are rescued. And as they rush past you, Silver, they make their way to safety, and you feel the floor rumble. And I'm going to give Glasses, because it's the only one who hasn't taken their trigger, the chance to brace yourself as you feel the floor crumble beneath you. And I need everyone to make a might or agility resistance roll as the floor collapses and the entire party falls through to the next level.
I can imagine that I
didn't go
cannot
this,
fly
this
here,
turn
right?
Sorry.
Have you used your manners? You haven't used your trigger. I'll allow you to.
No, I
yeah.
used it. I used it
You used
to
it? Oh, yes.
in all this confusion.
So
to
I'm gonna say
help them.
no.
All right.
The floor collapses. You attempt to fly, but debris from above you is striking at your wings, so that is you still have to make the resistance roll. Might or
Sorry.
agility.
I wanted to ask, I didn't go this turn. Is that okay?
Yeah, it's
Okay. It happens before that.
either at the end of the round or when the final civilian is rescued.
Oh, okay, sure.
Oh, okay.
Don't worry. So I get because I'm racing, do I get anything like an edge or something? Because
Yeah,
I could
correct.
brace myself.
You gain
Yeah.
an edge on the resistance roll. Might or
Okay.
agility.
Agility because I'm not mighty.
What role did you say that we didn't to do?
Might or agility.
Might.
Resistance roll. So
Okay.
do 2d10
Come on.
and add your might or your agility.
I got a 13.
7. But I have a double edge. Double edge.
9.
I'm so bad at physical stuff. It's funny.
I
It's
should be
okay,
good.
yeah, well, that's what nice to you. But they roll a 3 and a 2. It's like, nope, you're not good at this.
So Stone
It's funny.
sinks
Yeah.
their hand into the wall next to them, and as everything begins to collapse, they manage to get a tier 3 result.
Oh wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Steady
So-
boy. I love it.
For our tier 1s, which I believe are most of us, glasses and silver.
Yeah.
What did Manners get?
13.
13. All right. So glasses and silver, you take 5 damage from the fall and the debris striking you, and you are prone.
Again.
Again.
But it's a good thing that you both took some recoveries.
Yeah.
Yeah, for
during this-
sure. And I have the
this floor.
potions still.
Yeah.
I have all of the potions of the team.
Slayer and Manners, you manage to dodge or brace yourself against the falling debris such that you take no damage, but you do fall prone.
Okay.
All right.
And Stone manages to ride the falling wall almost like they're gently surfing a wave. And as it impacts the lower floor, manages to stand and face the terror below. And I'm gonna have to delete a bunch of demons so that I can copy your tokens. So 5 damage from the fall to those of us.
Thank
without,
you.
Tier 1. Okay, so those
No
demons-
damage but prone for the tier 2.
Wrong keyboard.
And no damage and no prone for the tier 3.
Yes.
Wrong mouse.
Stone. Okay, I'm gonna try, but I think I don't have the stone pillars as reference in the next floor.
I'm using 2 computers
Oh, yeah,
right
the
now.
stone
I'm
pillars are there.
keeping confusing which one I'm using.
Let's see if this works. Well, that abyssal rift gives
The
us some
correct
idea.
one.
Basically, it's sort of roughly like that. One is there, and Manners was over here, and Silver lands there. As you fall onto the ground level of the inn that is on fire, the ground floor of the Sign of the Drunken Fool is a graveyard. There are guests and staff alike littering the ground. Some of the corpses are charred, others are bloody heaps of shredded flesh. There are stronger fiends here, radiating magic and dragging around heavy chained limbs. They are searching for survivors around a hovering black iron ball, ridged and burning with a wicked flame not of this world. But worse is the sight of Blackbottom through the windows and rubble beyond. Dozens, hundreds of these iron balls have cratered sections of the city, bleeding fiends faster than the fiends can bleed its people. Blackbottom is overrun. Your only hope is to leave this inn and the city alive. And that's where we're going to call it for tonight as you face the final level of the inn. There are still some civilians that you can rescue
Can
here,
be
but I will
saved?
say
Okay, sure.
you've been so successful in the upper levels. I think literally you saved every civilian possible.
Wait.
The times where you would have in the upper floors, The only times where you would have lost a civilian, you chose to take heroic action and put yourself in danger. Silver by grabbing the one from the 3rd floor. Manners by revealing themselves to be attacked by the demons.
That was so cool.
That's cool.
And that means you didn't lose any of the civilians in the upper floors. And that is already enough to guarantee you a second victory. If
Nice.
you survive this last floor.
So this room right here that we didn't open, this didn't have any.
Which one?
Correct.
Fire.
I see. I saw.
I missed
Fire.
it there, but I saw fire,
Correct.
so I was like, okay,
So-
nope.
Nope.
If you had reached that door, I believe you would have had a reason test because the door would have been hot. And if you failed, you would have opened it and flames would have poured out and started spreading in that whole section of the map.
Oh, look at this, dude.
As you are now
Oh, these
standing,
assholes!
Oh.
yep,
I have so much rage
more
to
powerful
burn.
demons, the
So much
fiery
rage,
orb.
yes.
Yeah, but
that's so good.
what if we continue just a bit?
No, we're
No,
finishing
come
because
on.
of you.
Yeah.
We're
Yeah,
doing you a
no,
service
come
here,
on.
sir.
Because even though today is a holiday for us, tomorrow
I'm
is not.
sleeping.
Yeah, exactly. No, but it's okay. Otherwise, I think
Okay.
we're gonna be a couple of hours in this final room.
Yes.
So.
Yeah.
If we're for us, we'll maybe pass all the night playing this. But
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But
Anyway.
hopefully we can play over the weekend and have it finally complete Act 1 of the Fall of Blackbottom.
Yeah.
Sounds awesome.
this is so good.
That was cool. That was
Yeah.
really
Thanks.
fun.
Everybody,
Really good.
mark how many heroic resources you have
Yeah.
as we're
Yeah.
going into round 7. So
And we have
You can
I have
use
8.
the blue thingy on your token.
yes.
I think
mark
I
it.
already marked them, but I'm gonna double check.
right.
yeah.
No, it's okay. I have 6 essence.
Wonderful.
All right.
Going
8
into
for the
round
Thank
8.
you everyone
Thank
for
you.
watching.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Remember to like, subscribe, and everything that YouTube likes. Anything to get El Gato be happy.
If we
Yes.
got everything wrong, write it on the comments.
Yeah.
We are going to read it, and yeah.
And thank
Thank
you
you,
for
everyone.
everything.
See you
Bye bye
soon.
everyone.
Bye.
Good night.
Bye.
Bye.